guys, welcome to our new podcast. We just made a podcast. We're gonna just tell you stuff about our life and stuff and just talk. It's a girls podcast right now. So, do you wanna say something first, like a story? We're eating goldfish too.
You can say something first.
Okay, so we are both in middle school. We're going into 7th grade, and a lot of people were wondering if we got our. So, have you?
No.
Neither have I. Yeah. So, actually, when I was little, me and my cousin were riding bikes, and we were going down a big steep hill, and I went first. And my cousin was older than me. He was 3 years older than me. And I was little. I was 7. So I went down first on my little bike. He went down second on his bigger bike. But he went down when I was still going down. And since he was heavier than me, he went faster. So he started screaming, "Watch out, watch out." And I didn't know what to do. I was on my bike. 7-year-old me was just having a great time on my bike going down the hill. He literally ran me over, on my bike. I crashed, he crashed. I was crying because I had chains all wrapped up in my legs and scars all over myself. I was bleeding. So, and it started raining. And my grandpa came on his 4-wheeler. He didn't know what happened. He came just to check to make sure we were doing okay since it started raining, and he saw us walking back. I don't know why we weren't biking. I think because I was hurt. I think my cousin was carrying me, and then he came on his 4-wheeler. He picked me up. And then he picked up my cousin too on the 4-wheeler. My grandma got me all cleaned up and stuff like that, and then later, my cousin had to go back and bring both of our bikes back. I didn't have to because he ran me over. But now that I'm thinking about it, it was probably better for me. I got hurt more, but it was probably better for me because I feel like I would have been terrified as him because, you're driving your bike and you see somebody in front of you. All you see is you going straight at them, but I didn't know a clue what was happening. So, yeah, I still have a scar from that. You want to tell a story?
Sure. So, when I was younger, we used to have 2 beagles, and one of them was sleeping on the dog bed, and I was on, those little rocker things. It's either, a horse or something like that, and, you can, kind of, sit on it, and, it wobbles. And then, I fell forward, and the dog was sleeping, and she got up and bit me in the ear, so I had to get stitches. I do not remember it. I just have a scar on the back of my ear, and I remember my parents telling me about it. So, yeah. Do you want to tell something now?
I don't really. So, have you guys ever, anybody had a dream where, you were in bed? Well, not in bed, you just started falling from the sky, and then you hit your bed and you shake and wake up. I have those all of the time. They're kind of scary. Another story with my cousin. Same one. So we were at my grandma and grandpa's house, and my uncle still, at that time, he used to live there. He just moved out. But, sorry, I'm getting resituated. But, so, when you have a ditch, it's by the road. It's by the road, but they had a ditch by the road, but then they also had a ditch in their backyard. So we put a humongous tarp down the ditch, and we put soap on it and water, and we put stakes in it, and it's not a bad story. It wasn't that bad. But I went down, and the stakes, I went down on the stake, and it went down my knee. I don't know how, but the stake cut my whole entire leg open. It was like bleeding everywhere. It was crazy. And then I did keep doing it again. I just had to wait until it stopped bleeding. And I didn't really want to get like all that stuff in it, like all that grass that was on the slip inside. Yeah.
So, another story is, I don't know if you guys like drama, but another story is when we went to one of our friends' birthday parties.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We were playing like tag and like water balloons and stuff, and then our friend, like her little sister, I think she was like just turning 4, and she was hanging out with me and Kylee, and then she told us that she wanted to be on a team with me and Kylee, and then we told Grace that, and then Grace got all mad saying that like we can't, that her sister never said that, so it was like a bunch of drama, and she just was like kind of being rude to us, and yeah.
But then she also said that we were being rude to her, so I think that there's parts in both situations. I think that maybe we could have been leaving her out a little bit, like just a little bit, but also she could have been doing the same, so yeah. Also, okay, I did this story for my personal narrative in school. So I had my babysitter and her friend. They were both watching me when I was little, and all of it, like our parents were gone, and all of a sudden a car pulled in. And cars pull in all the time because we have a big driveway they can turn around in. So I thought they were just coming in to pull around. They parked and sat there in our driveway, like right by the house, for like 20 minutes. Well, we were all scared because there was somebody in our driveway. He looked so creepy. We literally locked ourselves. So my parents' bedroom, they have their bathroom in their bedroom, and they have a lock on their door to the bedroom. So we locked the bedroom door, went in the bathroom, and locked the bathroom door. And it was terrifying because he just sat there, was not moving. All of a sudden, he got out and started knocking on the door. And I called my parents. They weren't answering. We literally almost called 911. But then my parents finally called back and said that it was their friend waiting because they were going to pick up their friend and then go back to dinner. But they didn't think to tell us that. So we were like so scared, like it just freaked us out. And then, but we were so relieved to hear that it was just their friend.
So, me and Kylee were having like a sleepover, and our parents weren't there. We were with a babysitter also, and
Me and you?
Yeah, and Emma.
Oh.
We had to go let this big dog out. His name was Loki. He's a Mastiff, I think. And all of a sudden we let him outside, and he started doing zoomies around me, and he almost crashed me to the ground.
When I say he's a big dog, he was like up to here. Big chunky dog, weighed more than both of us combined.
Yeah, he could lick me in the face from him sitting.
When he stood up, he was probably taller than us. And this big old dog, she was standing here, like this big dog just started jumping around, like zooming around her, like jumping, like, yeah, it was kind of scary for me, and I was sitting in the chair.
Yeah, and let's just say, when we say drool, we mean a lot of drool.
Oh, like
puddles.
Puddles, like big puddles. You could fill a whole bowl with it. Ugh. And I just had a wedding to go to. Sorry, really changing the topic. I had a wedding. It got done at it was never done. It went like the whole night basically. But we went home, got home around like 1:30, something like that. And it was actually really amazing. So there was like a bar stand where it's just get your own beer. They also had root beer. It's like the things that you see at at bars where you put your cup under and then pull the thing back and then it all comes out. So, and there's a table. So it was like the trailer was there's a table, and then there's people coming up. My dad was literally the server the whole night, like serving beer. People were giving him tips. He ended up making about like $200 in tips, but he gave it all to the people that were getting married because like that's just what you do. But that was like a lot of money in tips. Everybody was loving him being there, like making jokes with him, like it was amazing. And that same night, actually, do you want to say what happened? Finley actually got invited to go to a wedding by her friends that they were at the wedding.
So it was our family. So it was my dad's cousins. They got invited to a wedding, and then they kind of just invited us. And let's just say the wedding was supposed to end at 11:30. Let's just say it kind of ended at like 12:30. So we ended up getting home at like 1 o'clock because we had to drop some people off too. And keep in mind, my dad's cousins were not from here. They're from Phillips, and it's still in Wisconsin, but it's a little like area, and then they live in Phillips, so it's like a really small place. So their friends are from there also, but they were getting married here because they just wanted to get married here instead because there's much more things to do. So they had fun. There was, let's just say, beer and alcohol all over the dance floor, but yeah.
So, I have to go to the dentist today and get a cavity filled. I've had shots in my mouth and they have to give me an injection. I've had it before for something else, not a cavity, but something else they had to numb my tooth for. Honestly, it didn't hurt that bad. It was just like a pinch. But also, it was different because I didn't know they were doing the shot. I thought they were just like fixing my tooth. But now that I know they're doing a shot, it's like, oh, okay, they're putting the shot in right now. But then before I was like, oh, they're just fixing my tooth. Okay. Also, when you lay in the dentist chair, it's not like you lay like normal. It's like you're literally like, hold on. You're like laying like upside down. You're like this, and then they're fixing your teeth, and then you're like, okay, when am I gonna go up? And then like I start going down, but I'm like, and then you think you're gonna stop here, but then it keeps going. I'm like, I'm like, okay, I'm upside down, right?
Not for me.
Our dentist chairs go really far back. We should do some partner yoga poses, like get active in the podcast so we're not just talking, because it's a little awkward when we're talking because we don't know what to talk about. Let's do a headstand challenge contest. Here, let me point the camera down a little bit. Ready, set, go. Guys, we might be here for a while.
Yep. After we should do a handstand competition, but like we can do like no walking first and then walking.
Well, we're not gonna win either way.
You'll probably win the not walking.
Oh my god.
Are you in Pike? Or
Yeah.
straight? I just went to Stag, but I was just in Pike.
I'm getting bored.
Me too.
The video has a great view of my feet.
I can't even see the video right now. I can see it out of the corner of my eye, but I can't see anybody.
Can you see me?
No. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Did you go down?
No.
My arms are getting tired.
Okay, should we both go down?
Yeah.
3, 2,
1,
go. Oh! My arms are so tired. I didn't hear you going down until a loud clunk. Okay, ready? Handstand challenge now. Ugh. Let's do walking first. You're gonna win this.
Oh, God.
Ready?
I don't know about that.
Set, go. Oh no! Ah! Okay, now let's do standing. See, that's what I did, but came down harder in the video. Okay, standing.
I can't not do it without walking.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, that was like a tie.
Should we do it one more
Yeah.
time? This is what my... it was like when I was in my headstand.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
like another time.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Oh, my arms are tired. Oh, shoot.
Okay. Oh. Okay. What other challenges should we do?
You guys should leave in the comments other challenges we should do in
Yeah.
other podcasts.
And if you like our podcast today, then tell us so that we know to make more. If you didn't like it, then also tell us so that we know if we should not do anymore.
And be honest.
Yeah. Okay, let me see what time we're at. Okay, 16 minutes.
Feels like longer than that. I feel like.
Okay. Whew.
What else shall we do?
We could do our splits.
How is that fair?
What do you mean? No, not for a challenge, just for fun.
Only if you brought the split machine up here, we could do the split machine
Yeah.
in the podcast.
I mean, we could get it. It would be good. Okay, guys, we will be back in a short moment to go get the split machine.